Once upon a time, in the sunlit savannah of Africa, there lived a very special giraffe named Oliver. Now, Oliver was not just any ordinary giraffe. He had the longest legs of all the giraffes in his herd, and perhaps in the entire savannah. At first, Oliver didn't quite like his long legs. You see, when Oliver was young, his long spindly legs made it hard for him to keep up with the other giraffes. He would often trip over rocks, stumble over grass tussocks, and worst of all, he would sometimes get tangled up. "Oh dear, why can't I have legs like everyone else?" he sighed one sunny afternoon after tumbling into a rather inconvenient acacia bush. Blossom, who was always cheerful and optimistic, nudged Oliver with her nose and said, "Don't you worry, Oliver. One day those long legs are going to help you reach the tastiest leaves that nobody else can." Oliver wasn't too sure about that, but he trusted Blossom and continued to grow taller and more magnificent day by day. Then one special evening, when the sun was setting the savannah into a blaze of orange and purple, Oliver and his friends witnessed something extraordinary. A mysterious tree stood far off, surrounded by a halo of golden light. Its leaves shimmered and glistened, emerald green and mouth-wateringly juicy. "It's the elusive enchanted tree," gasped Otto wide-eyed. Now, every giraffe in the savannah had heard tales of the elusive enchanted tree. Blossom turned to Oliver with a glint of mischief in her eyes. "This is your moment, Oliver. Your long legs can take you there." Feeling an exciting tingling sensation that stretched all the way to the tips of his ears, Oliver braced himself and set off towards the tree. The journey was long and tricky. Rocks and bushes seemed to leap out like little obstacles. But Oliver remembered Blossom's encouraging words. His long legs carried him swiftly over the terrain, stepping over cracks and crevices with ease. Finally, panting with exertion and excitement, Oliver reached the trunk of the elusive enchanted tree. His neck stretched high, and his heart soared as he plucked the juiciest, brightest leaf within reach. As he munched on the leaf, a warm glow spread through him. Oliver felt a great understanding and a newfound confidence swell inside him. When Oliver returned to his herd, he brought with him stories of his adventure and a newfound wisdom. His friends were thrilled for him, and he learned to love his long legs for the great things they allowed him to achieve. From that day forward, Oliver was no longer just a giraffe with long legs. He was known as Oliver the Brave, the wisest and most adventurous giraffe in the whole savannah. Every young calf admired his courage, and Oliver, with his long legs, became an inspiration to all. And just as Blossom had predicted, Oliver's long legs were celebrated for their uniqueness. They helped him reach not just the tastiest leaves, but also the tallest aspirations of his heart.